Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday night, my friends. And I'm here and I'm back and just kind of doing some random stuff. Is what it's coming down to here. Let me some things. Yeah, so like there's a couple demos I want to take a look at and just kind of feel like just doing kind of random stuff. I don't really have a plan or anything. I'm not recording anything tonight. Not to say that I won't record something for these demos, but I'm just not in the mood to record anything tonight. I just kind of want to relax and play some things. I might even jump into some other things that aren't demos. We'll see. Just to kind of take a look around. And, you know, just kind of take it from there. I'm just going to play it by ear. If anyone has any suggestions along the way for things you think I might enjoy, that maybe are demos or whatever, maybe I'll jump in and try them. We'll see. We'll see. Really depends on if I can. I've been noticing that Steam is like either something downloads really quickly or downloads really slowly. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on there with that. In any event, I wanted to take a look at the authors here. This is a sci-fi sandbox building game in the style of like how can I properly say this, in the style of like This War Is Mine, and I guess a little bit of XCOM there, but not really, like not from a tactical perspective, but more from a base building perspective. You know, kind of like it has like a side slice view of the base building and things. So I want to just take a look at it. It looked interesting. And I just want to see if it's something that would be in my wheelhouse, since I do like me some building games and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like. No timers or anything tonight. I'm just gonna play as long as I feel like and try to get a couple things in as we do. Bit. And settings, play. No subtitles. Graphics. Motion blur off. Good. Audio is about as good as it's gonna get, I guess. Font size, dashboard effect. Controls. Let's turn the controller vibration off because I'm not going to be using my controller for this, I don't think. All right. Good there. All right, let's jump in and see what it's like. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life. Takes a totally different route. While the sun burns behind the island.
How did I end up here? My whole life, all its ups and downs, led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight. Was this path just a random sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
Is that like a prologue? Yeah, it's like a Mercury Sea or something. Looks like it. Very shiny.
That was a tough landing. Polsky here. Do you read me? Anyone? Nothing. I need to figure out what happened.
We go strutting around. We got our strut on here. Anything in my capsule I should know about? Alright. So far so good. Pretty cool looking. Oh, hang on once. I forgot. Let's preview there so we don't turkey for you guys. Hopefully the encoder's not overloaded now. Good. Oh, we'll see on that. I don't know why
That's an emergency flare
happening.
for my capsule. I should look out for those. Oh, can you read me? This is Jan Dolsky. I've landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray. Maybe the radio's broken.
Maybe. Maybe you're a deep doo. The landing flares be over here. It's almost like they somehow want us to follow those landing flares and they needed an explanation for them.
Oh, no. It's the captain. Shit. find the others.
Have some UI now.
She didn't crash. The capsule's intact. Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it. Mobile base.
There we
There
go.
it is. Olski here. Anyone copy? If you can hear me, I've located the base. I'm gonna try and get down there. Maybe they landed closer to the drop-off point. I gotta keep moving.
Little drop down there.
The capsules. Wait. What? No. That's impossible. They can't all be.
This planet is dead. Well, even more dead
Why?
than it was.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense. It probably makes sense. You just haven't been here long enough to figure it out. Uh-oh, radiation.
Radiation wave? Now? Oh shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base.
Well, that's pretty cool over there.
Yes, the elevator. Quick. Come on. Come on. That was close.
Day one.
Hello?
Airlock,
Anybody
storage.
here?
List every item and resource in the base.
For a moment, I hope someone else made
Raw
it.
food, mush, radiation filters. Radiation barrier can't work without radiation filters. One radiation filter powers a barrier for 1 day. We only have 5 of them. Not a whole lot of food either, do we?
I need to find the comms room and get help.
This navigation system. Offline. Start journeys between locations. Base building. Yeah, so our base is kind of this ginormous tire. And I'm guessing this tire moves all over the planet to other locations. So that's kind of an interesting way of going about it. So I guess we're here. Gotta go communication room, I guess. Oh. Establish a connection with her.
Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
Anybody got the number for 860-5309? I am not the captain.
Yeah, I'm here. But, I'm not the captain. I'm just a builder. Jan Dolsky. Corporate ID 4672B. The captain, the whole crew is gone. Hello? Can you get me out of here?
Imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
What danger?
What do you mean? Remaining to what? Talk to me. What's the danger?
The planet activity rising. 4 days remaining. Be lethal proximity. Present instructions and logs.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me. Proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Glance. Renegade before star approaching. This battle, we must escape. Proximity dawn days.
At least 3804 star approach.
A star will come and burn this planet? And I just have days to escape? Is that right? Sunrise. Perfect.
Okay.
I need to find those captain's logs.
Find Captain's log. Evacuation procedure. Following base. The following steps must be accounted for. Refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, securing food supplies. The steps will be automatically tracked on your HUD. Triple star systems. According to recent Allied Corp research and based on data collected from multiple missions, triple star systems are considered as potentially related to a very high probability of discovering Rapidium in the Allied Corp classification system. Precise correlation between triple star systems and Rapidium is yet to be scientifically determined. But according to some hypotheses, this may be related to the unique radiation cycle observed on planets belonging to such systems. Rapidium is a highly unstable element, and itself emitting significant amounts of radiation seems to be less elusive in the presence of such specific radiation patterns, as if fine-tuning its life cycle to the environment. They're going to have to work on that sentence, I think. Allied Corp employees should be aware that thanks to these findings, in the upcoming years, we are bound to witness a significant rise in missions sent by a quantum navigation system on course for triple star systems. Should such a system be identified in the vicinity of Allied Corp exploration vessels, this should, by all means, result in a notable increase of successful Rapidium extraction and a major breakthrough for Allied Corp and humanity alike. Quantum navigation system is a state-of-the-art route planning solution designed and implemented by Allied Corp to optimize the efficiency of space mining operation. How does it work? While the crew remains in cryosleep, the system actively monitors the ship's surroundings, modifying its trajectory and setting it on a course for the most probable location of valuable resources. Based on cutting-edge technology, it collects massive amounts of quantum information, analyzing it in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering Rapidium in a nearby system and eliminate non-efficient exploration. When the expectation of finding Rapidium is classified as moderate or high, depending on mission-specific settings, the ship's trajectory is adjusted accordingly and landing procedures are initiated. A notification is sent to Mission Control to ensure maximum support at the onset of new environment exploration. The above information is the sole propriety of Allied Corp. It's highly confidential. Okay. And tutorials, base building. Access base building. Open the build menu. New modules have been placed near existing ones. Possible place reports are marked by a light. Manufacturing necessary equipment. Locating organic matter deposits requires the deployment of an Allied Corp polygonal scanner. This handy tool, alongside other necessary equipment such as mining outposts and pylons, can be crafted in the workshop module of the base.
Other necessary equipment, such as mining outposts and pylons, can be crafted in the workshop module of the base. Welcome to the safe
barely hear that. I don't know what is that. Is that in my other ear here?
To the Sailor Evacuation Functionality Manual. The quantum navigation system has been designed to direct you and your crew to the most
Oof.
probable
Yeah,
points of
that's really low. I don't know if I'm supposed to hear that or not because it's really, really low there. Machinery room. Protect the base from harmful radiation. Radiation barrier. Total filter time 5 days. Auto load. Will automatically load the next filter when the last one is depleted. Okay. I assume I need them because, you know, radiation stuff. But we'll see. Okay, so we gotta. Whoops. Was it tab? Ask. Gather 6 metals outside. Need to craft a scanner, find resources, but I don't even have a work. Okay. Metal. Oh, right. Okay. That's right. It's nighttime right now. I just realized. Yeah, down the bottom there, it's nighttime. Okay. Do
has been designed to
rest up. When going to sleep, you can select the hour at which you'll wake up the next day. Sleeping longer gives you more work energy, represented by the pink bar. When it runs out, you'll become tired and work much slower. You should avoid working while tired. When the entire energy bar runs out, you'll collapse from exhaustion and wake up the next day. Oof. I assume outside. Set alarm. Select the hour at which you will wake up the next day. The more sleep you get, the longer you'll remain fully effective. Clock tells you at which hour you will run out of work energy. Without it, you will be tired and work much slower. If you're not asleep, by the time all your energy runs out, you will collapse from exhaustion and wake up the next day. So 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9. If you wake up at 8, you've got 15 hours of work energy. Wake up at 6, you've got 12 and a half hours of work energy. So I guess we'll do 7 for right now because we're still early and I don't know how much we're going to need. Do that. Sunrise at 8 days.
the Sailor Evacuation.
Alright, let's go gather 6 metals outside. Find shallow deposits on the plant surface that contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. They can be recognized by red dust. Okay. Tab, open the map. Got it.
That shiny rock might be a source of metals.
Oh, I see. Time fast forwards when you're doing it. Let's just see around here. Some time to explore, so let's do that. For a little bit. is going on with the gators here? Really weird. Like a fog or something? What is this?
What the hell? Could this be
Rupidium?
Rupidium?
Now there's
I
3
feel
Rupidium
strange.
samples.
I have to get closer. Make sure. I need to collect a sample.
Oh. Uh-huh. Weird.
Believable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all. Where it was sending us. 7. I survived.
Okay. Oh, organic. Deposit. Mine organic. I might have to like build something, I guess. I don't leave left the rope up there so you get up there easier.
I still can't believe it. If it really is rubidium, this could change everything. I need to report it.
Would change everything. All right. Oh, we're getting a call. How they know already.
Hello? Anyone copy? I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be rupidium. You hear me? I think I found rupidium.
You sure about it?
Sure about. I'm sure.
What? I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, what else could it be?
Test it.
Test it.
Rupidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided.
A blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Some sample of DNA provided.
Well, you're a builder.
Who are you? The womb, huh? A DNA
Hey.
sample, huh? I guess it makes sense. Rubidium speeds up organic growth.
Build a workshop in the. All right, build workshop. Put it right here for a second. I wonder. I can just move things around, right? Let's kind of move some things around here. How do I want to do this? Let's move the captain's cabin up here. Let's move the machinery over here. And we'll do the airlock here for a second. Move this down. Airlock up here. We'll put the storage somewhere. Move these over for a second. Can I make just a regular? Room is connected to quantum computer. Gotta make that too, right? So wait, does that have to be there? Can that be more? Get things around. This is gravity fatty here. Oh, and let's go. New here. Let's move this up here. Move this down here. Communications room. Where do I want to go? Around here. Let's go room over here. Put the workshop. Workshop here. Put the command center here. The communication room there. And then move this stuff around this. So move the machinery room down there. Captain's cabin in there. Then we've got airlock here. Quantum computer. Move that, can I? Storage down there, and we'll stay. Go, bingo. Kind of like that, yeah. For now. Yeah, I guess that's about that's about the half of it, I guess, right now. Okay. We have that. I don't need another elevator or anything for that. I'm not sure if we ever have to go down into the small storage anyway. Just seems like it has to be connected, but we don't necessarily have to go down there. So there's that. Okay.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Workshop. Craft the scanner. Okay. And work on the queued items at the work. Nice. Okay. And then use the DNA sample in the room.
Here goes. DNA sample. Pydium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea. Oh.
Oh, well, that's not creepy or anything.
What else?
Suddenly we have a sheep.
Oh. You need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly.
We get to pet the sheep. Get to pet the sheep.
Hello, Molly. Oh, you don't bite, do you?
All right, we're getting a phone call. Did I put that?
Okay, I built the womb and tested the rapidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep. Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really found what hit us. Is the evidence.
Okay, will you help me now?
Yeah. Now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
Yeah, they're very unsympathetic. Bioorganics deposit area, but we'll have to do that. I guess the next day because we're almost at the work stuff here. Rapidium. What is Rapidium? First discovered accidentally by an Allied Corp near space exploration vessel on the 842 Hermes asteroid passing Earth. Rapidium revolutionized the way we think about accelerated growth, called by its enthusiasts the time-traveling element, or the savior element. It emits a unique type of radiation which can transfer raw energy directly into the mitochondria of organic cells, projecting matter into versions of its future self within hours instead of years. Why are we exploring the most distant corners of space to find it? The answer seems obvious. Multiple research confirms that the potential for Rapidium is almost limitless when it comes to infusing life to crops, even in the most challenging climate conditions, while reducing the time and resources needed to grow them practically to zero. Implications are immeasurable. Finding and collecting a substantial amount of Rapidium will allow for the restoration of agriculture on Earth, putting an end to the global catastrophe of hunger. Ever since making this groundbreaking discovery, Allied Corp has become fully committed to bringing the savior element Earth and makes continuous efforts to invest both in accelerated growth and space mining technology. Always proudly at the forefront of striving for the future of humanity, never falling back. Organics. Please ensure that the SIBA database has enough fuel for the upcoming journey. In case of fuel shortages, locate and harvest organics on the surface of your planet. Blue smoke is a characteristic indicator of organic deposits. If fuel shortages are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. Okay. Advance removes when moving a module, you can swap with another one. It is possible to drop modules on the grid in invalid positions as long as they fit. However, you cannot save changes until all modules are in proper position. You can delete existing modules by hovering over them and pressing either they mean pressing period or they just didn't put a placeholder there for it. Your energy, kind of explained that already. Shallow deposit. Radiation filters. Raw food. I guess that's the other question. Do I need to take care of the basic needs here as well? Like cooking a meal and stuff. Oh, nice. You are here.
Can be crafted in the workshop module of the base. Welcome to the Saber evacuation functionality.
No, that's the barrier stuff.
Evacuation functionality menu.
Meals in the kitchen. It could also be consumed raw. Oh, so I don't have a kitchen.
To the Saber evacuation functionality manual. Please ensure that
Can I craft a kitchen? Do research required, tier 3, tier 4. Okay. I guess I can't create a kitchen yet, so maybe we just don't have to worry about it at the moment. Oh. All I know is what else we're going to be able to do. So what do we got? 7. And sleep until 6. We have 16 hours and 1 minute of work energy. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's just like, so he was just super tired from, from the fall from space, I guess, before. And now you just wake up at 6 a.m. and have 16 hours to do your thing here. Horizon's 7 days.
functionality to move the base and continue resource extraction.
Okay. Find an organics deposit. Messages. And start journeys. So where's the I think it's here, right? No, where did I put the airlock? Not that way. I don't remember where I shoved the airlock. Oh, here it is up here. Okay. Actually makes sense where I put it. Okay. not bad. That's the way we came. Let's go. Blue stuff is over there. Easily visible. Alright, hop on it. Oh, this area. Like, I know there was a way up.
Smoke. I should look for organics here.
The scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing and connecting probes, you can discover the concentration of underground deposits. Find the deepest spot of the deposit. Okay. Hold Q and select the scanner. Um, oh, there we go. A little bit weird, but sure. Hold Q, select those, select the mining out. Alright, pylons. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to nearby structures. You can see possible connections in the form of green lines. When you have the pylons, but pylons can also be connected to each other. Place them in a line to connect the mining outpost with the base. Okay, so you have to have Q and select build and then pylon. How do you connect to the base? Ah, I see. Connect to the mining outpost of the base. From now on, you can use fast travel to move quickly between the base and the mining outpost. Oh, that's even better. You can access fast travel at the airlock, base entrance, or any outpost. Cool. I can access it at the base entrance. Cool, that's even better. So... energy full. Is here? Not? Oh, okay. Fast travel from there. So organic. Organic matter. Okay. So that's good. The base. All right, now we got to build a kitchen. Where's the here, right? All right, build a new module. Kitchen. Somewhere. Somewhere I need to build this kitchen. Can't put it down where it's at right now. Okay, let's things around. And your left move down. A giant Tetris game here. All right, let's see if we can bring some sanity to all of this. That move this up here and put the kitchen. The kitchen is 4 tiles. Oh, there. Oh wait, that was a workshop. I don't want a workshop. Kitchen. Yeah, I knew it was a bit more than that, but we could put that down next to the captain's cabin. It actually seems like a fair place to put it. For that elevator right now. Yeah, that seems fine, I guess. I'll never remember where I've put anything, but that seems fine. Prepare. You consume 1 meal each day. Meals can be prepared in the kitchen. Prepare 6 mush meals. All right. Two, 4, 6. Just a sliver of work time left. 10 p.m. is when we get tired here. Apparently. We're at 9:25. Okay. Start the engines in the command.
Activation functionality manual.
Test engines.
Whoa. What just happened?
The emergency. Turn the lever in the machinery.
Listen to me now.
Functionality manual.
Okay, that's sorted. Let's give it another go.
Right. 20 minutes left on the active filter.
To savor evacuation.
Tired, yeah. Bound to happen sooner or later.
What? Not again.
Evacuation functionality.
Shit.
Huh.
You have got to be kidding me.
Savor evacuation.
Just my luck to be stuck in a junkyard.
What's the saying? Even in the future, nothing works.
Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Rapidium can save you. Manually check data consistently in CMQC module.
I don't have access to QC.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Man, that was easy.
Man, that was easy. Yeah, well, you found Rapidium. So now they're like jumping over backwards for you. What's the quantum computer at? That's a. Where's it? Not down here. Oh, it's next to the airlock. Okay. The mind records of the crew? What? Mind records access granted.
What is this? Mind records. What's going on?
Can I have neurons?
Wait. I recognize this. It's my life.
I love never. Okay. What can you do here? 24 years old, meeting Lena. Your heart pounds the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down, it's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. Could have brought wine, but you didn't want to seem like you're hitting on her. You're only teaming up for a project so different from everyone else you ever hooked up with. And she likes you. You can see she likes you. Okay. Doing it for her. You failed her, but what could you have done? Stay behind in that miserable place? Get bitter and dead inside, be like Dad. The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start, forgot. But wouldn't that be giving up again? No, Mom would want you to get on with your studies, get a good job. You have to carry on for her. Too late to say goodbye. You missed it. The moment she collapsed. The ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? Fucked up. Too late to say goodbye. You look at the letter. It's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months, you could earn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. You could ditch those lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. Tempting. You could send some money to Mom. She needs it for her treatment. It's been months since you've been home, but you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. Their company makes you feel good, like you found your place. You really want to spend the entire day on the train, only to see Mom for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early, and all you'll be left with is a constantly drunk oaf of a father? You promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want. And you can still visit her. A little less often maybe, but you can. You will visit. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college. It's close to home. You could visit Mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the result. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You have to leave Mom alone with him. So it's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping those exams go well. Another shitty day at school. You're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? Boy shouts for help. Looking straight at you. Should intervene, but the fear. No, better not get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You have to. A family like many others down there. Your father coming late from work in the mine. Usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your constant desire to run away, to get out of that place and never come back. Childhood memories, fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in. Rows of similar apartment blocks. The local grocery store Mom worked in. The playground where you spent more time than at home. Okay. This is it. She's moved in, but is my cheap little rent-it flat good enough for her? Her parents would hate it. You know they would. And she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're going to prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the good life she deserves. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors and that offer, a PhD. It's tempting as hell. But salary. How much longer are you going to be a broke ass for Lena? You'll think about it later. Time to celebrate now. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects, and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. On the subway again. Damn, you hate that crowd, day in and day out. Maybe you could take the later train and stay longer at work? No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him, not what you actually do. Sometimes you feel all you need to do is punch your card. For what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done? Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are... Your face beams as you exit the bank, hand in hand with Lena. Finally, signing the mortgage papers was easier than you expected. Maybe it was worth putting up with that idiot of a boss for 2 years to get to this place. A dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating. You hurry. Maybe you can even get it ready for Christmas? You'd love to see your parents' faces when they see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. No, this can't be true. Not now. Stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching, but you? Laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? Red light. Close your eyes and listen to city traffic. Damn radio, all they know are Christmas songs at this time of the year. You don't want to be reminded of that. Not when you're sitting behind the wheel of a leased cab. Almost 6 o'clock. You promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5, but busy night. We'll have bigger tips on Christmas. Or leave bigger tips. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer, move abroad, sell the house, but for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank with the soaring rate of interest. What about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. After all your efforts to make ends meet, I feel like going back to square one. Damn, you just wish you didn't want it so bad. You're wondering if she really is okay with the decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes? But now how could you? It was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her. That it was the only sensible choice. You need to get your shit together, give her a better life here. Maybe find a second job? Damn, she's getting on your nerves. Why doesn't she just tell you it's all your fault? These bills are piling up, as if you weren't working hard enough. And why does she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the deck? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour long day of work. Coming his spot. You look down another bottle, and the wedding ring she gave back to you. A job at Ally Corp. Freedom. Finally, she's got it. A new, better life without you. All you could ever do was hold her down. Look at yourself. Drowning your sorrows in a bar. Everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Where the hell did you fuck it all up? Toss and turn in your bed. You can't stop thinking about that Ally Corp poster. Help us make a change. The space mining mission. In search of that mysterious substance, Rupidium. A long shot, but says you won't need any professional experience, and you know you need a change. You haven't managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? Project Dolly. You entered a spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space. Far away from here, just like you always wanted. Far away from your problems. You'll think about them later. Or maybe they'll be gone by the time you get back. Okay.
How did they get it in? What for?
Contact Ally Corp.
Okay. I checked the quantum computer.
What the fuck? Mind records?
What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
My records need this procedure.
No. No, I want answers. Shit.
What's next?
What do you want with it?
Initiate branching procedure.
What does it do?
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
This is on you.
You? What?
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
Create the altar.
Alter what?
Alter? Alter what?
Release your life.
Okay.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I... use Rupidium to create a... someone. And to alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right?
That's exactly what they're saying.
All right. How about my other options? You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
Well, at least you'll get along with yourself? Question mark. Initiate the branching procedure in the quantum computer. Do I get to choose where it branches?
What?
I assume it's going to do it for me.
What is it doing? I remember that alternate life path. So this is what the branching is about?
Also branch back here, technician. Yeah. So, okay, this is interesting. So basically it branches your life at a certain point so that instead of being just a builder, you need a technician to help you repair something. So you're going to make a copy of yourself where your life followed a technician route. That's pretty interesting. That's some interesting stuff right there. 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Cost is 2. I guess that's rupidium. Rupidium, I guess. All right. It's gotta be a hell of a thing. You're just gonna sit there and watch yourself grow. An alternate version of yourself grow. Now, I assume the first one here is locked, but you kind of have to do this just to get the story going. But it'd be interesting to see if you have more options. Like you can do your own, figure out your own path instead of just be locked to certain things. Hey, Tech, welcome on in. How's it going? Going good for me. Trying out some more stuff here. Wait, is it him or is it a woman? Oh, I guess because his hair, he needs a haircut, I guess. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so then we get to follow the path of the life here, right? Forcing him to leave. There, he did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of Mom, her safety. There, it's done. You won't be a problem anymore. You laugh as Mom tells you jokes she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She's cooked her a pierogi. Man, you don't you love them? And her relaxed, smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. You just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. That prescription she brought home today is going to cost you plenty. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Dad was behind that job offer, that's for sure. Trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sins. That job was tempting, but you were assertive. Again, no way you'll owe anything to him. You'll make it on your own. You always do. You'll hold back the tears when you look at her in the hospital bed. You knew this was coming. Her health deteriorating fast in the last months. You just didn't want to think about it. You hate that helplessness. Damn, get your shit together, John. You need to be strong for her. Promise her you'll make something of yourself. Keep her smiling to the very end. You brighten up as the engine starts. Yeah, fixing things always made you feel good, like you really can change things, make them better. Looks like it's going to be that vocational school wasn't just a parting gift for Mom, but the best you could do for yourself. Feels good to become an expert on something. The boss says customers ask you specifically, and he can see you replacing him when he retires. It's a new feeling to be trusted, respected by another man, a mentor, and he's the first person you open up to about Mom's passing. Why couldn't Dad just be like that? You try not to eavesdrop, but third time this month these fishy dudes are here, talking to your boss behind closed doors. He says it's nothing, but you can see he's distracted, doesn't look you in the eye that much. Disappears for hours, leaving you in charge of the business. Is that a good thing, or should you be worried? Fake batteries? Counterfeit parts? Is that what this was all about? As your boss is being taken away by the police, you feel like an idiot for trusting him, thinking that you could open up to him. All this time he's been lying to your face, pretending to be a friend. What a fool you've been. Read it as a lesson, John. The only person you can rely on is yourself. You tried to play several games today and they just felt blah, so here, you're watching YouTube vids. Looks more like a storytelling thing than a game. There's a lot of narrative here, but there's definitely a game here too. You just happen to come in while I'm looking at the storyline and stuff. Of course, it was just a matter of time before they approached you. Now that he's in jail, his words about you replacing him seem so ironic now. You don't want anything to do with him, but what if you lose your job? You love that workshop, but the criminals, no. Serve this, remember? Don't be scared. You can make it on your own. As you turn the paycheck around in your fingers, you think of Mom. She'd be happy to know you're finally making good money working in an international factory on a contract of employment. Stayed strong and made something of yourself. She'd probably be worried that you're still on your own, but that's the way you prefer it. Watching the bartender pour you another one, from the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of a figure watching you. You turn and see if it's just someone's coat. You smile with relief. For a moment, you thought it was Dad. Sip your drink and listen casually to the conversations at the tables. Good to not have problems. Your friends burst out in laughter. The jokes just keep coming to you. It's good night. You just got your paycheck and you're buying rounds. Okay. Calling these people friends is a little too much. You've only just met them, but you're having fun together, right? Girl to your left's been giving you signals. Will this be your lucky night? Damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life. Your whole branch is being shut down. You'll be lucky if you keep your job at all. And this damn advert just gets on your nerves. Rapidium. A magic trick to make everyone happy. Who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions? Can't make up your mind, but safety or take the risk. Wonder who that guy is putting his money on? Wait, that shit is him, Dad. He looks like a tramp, of course. He visits the bookie regularly. Fucking loser. Man, you just hope he doesn't recognize you. Get out of here quick. And don't ever come back. You're not like him. You've got your shit together. And then Project Dolly. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their minds, especially if your debts are mounting. You'll be fine. You just need to make it through this mission. They respect professionals like you. Just stay strong and you'll be alright. Okay. So there should be a second us then, right? What is this hanging out here? Huh. Random thing hanging out there. So wait, did it not craft a new person, or did it just give you knowledge that you now have? I don't understand. Oh, wake up your altar. Yeah, I thought it would create a... So in the womb here, right? Yep. Done, technician. Well, this is going to be awkward. Hello?
Hey there. Wow. Hello. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this?
Anxiety and insecurity.
Where am I?
Huh. You gotta manage their mood too? Relax, you're in a lab.
You're in a lab inside the SIBA unit. Your memories might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I recognize the base, I think. Wait. You look funny. You... Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm like... indifferent. I think you're on some meds. What? What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic? I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you?
John Dulski.
Okay. My name is Jan Dolsky. Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? So, you think you're Jan Dolsky as well? What kind of bullshit is this? Hmm? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me.
No, it's not.
It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind?
Yes, you can put it that way.
Sort of, yeah. And, you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get this straight. This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me. This version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board. What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be?
You'd still exist somewhere?
You'd still exist somewhere? Theoretically, at least? Theoretically? Wow. You bastard. I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you, just this passiveness. What am I? Look, this
You're a
is
clone.
odd, and we'll sort it out, I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure. Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way. Unbelievable. What a screw up. A 3-year-old would have figured it out. Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. My sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready? 1, 2, 3, now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Sound technician is born. Okay. And he's in the kitchen immediately. The R switches to him, huh? Okay. Well, we better like get the bed here.
Evacuation functionality.
Wonder what happens. Wonder where he sleeps. Oh, we're only gonna have like 8 hours of work energy because we stayed up so late. Now there is 2 of us now, I guess. But yeah, all right, we'll wake up. We'll sleep it. We'll sleep. But sunrise in 6 days.
Prepared in the kitchen module.
Start the engines in the command module. Cost is 15 organics, I guess. Start journey. You want to automatically collect structures before starting your journey. Total weight. Oh, we gotta take into account weight, I guess. Oh, interesting. Yeah, collect. That makes sense. This is so freaky weird, and I'm here for it. Our entire base just moves. Journey 1. So this is during the journey, huh? So I wonder, does it take like a day to open the altars tab? Altars tab allows you to check on the mental and physical state of your altars. The event log on the left provides insights into recent event. Okay, no injuries, no radiation, no hunger. And he's just kind of pissed off. Oh, that's fine. He looks a bit annoyed. Okay, fair enough. He had a rude awakening. Being tired, scanning pylons. Fast travel. Okay. Providing food. Just 2 of us now, plus a sheep. I don't know if we have to eat the sheep or not. I guess both me and the altar consume 1 meal a day. Now we're consuming 2 meals a day, I guess. All those in storage. So that's where the storage comes in. That's why we have all this small storage in order to hold all that stuff. The tasks. Talk to the altar. All right. I get the gist. It is kind of leaning into the narrative a little bit, which is fine. It's actually a decent enough sci-fi concept and story. I think maybe the conversation we had with the altar was kind of a little bit drug out, but maybe not too much. It's kind of it felt like that he should have been like, if he's a smart dude, he should have like been catching on a lot faster than he did. But you know, it is what it is. I can see him actually walking around too. It's pretty cool. Walking from place to place, and we're here. So that's a thing. The outside, going out and putting pylons down and putting machines down, all that stuff was interesting. The scanner was a little bit weird. I think I can see what they were going for, but it feels like it's needlessly complicated. Not complicated. Needlessly tedious, I guess. You know, you have to put all these pylons down, and then try to find the center of the organic resources and stuff. And it's just kind of like, just give me a, just let me plop one scanner down and just, you know, maybe you just put one scanner down and then you kind of wave around the place, you know, like, or walk around the place or something, like, I don't know, something like that. Doing it where you have to kind of set things up, and it seems more tedious than it really ought to be. I feel like they do that because they want you to waste more time outside trying to do it, but it's kind of a crappy way of doing that, right? They could have just made it where it's like, you know, maybe you just use your cursor and scan over the place. You know, maybe you place something down and then you use that, you know, from that control, you kind of control like a probe or something that goes around or something like that, to try to find the center of the resources. That said, it's really interesting. We only have one radiation filter left. Is interesting. They haven't taught me how to actually rate radiation filters yet. So that's going to be a thing. Available items. So what I like here too is that you can queue up items for preparation from this menu, and then just kind of when you're ready, just go to the whatever you have to go to and just work at it, and then have the time pass by as you're working on that stuff. I think it's pretty good. Oh, he's up in the womb right now.
Hey there. I said, don't come near me.
I understand you're angry, but I need your help.
I get it. You're angry. I would be too. But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster.
Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep.
You do the same.
You're pissed off at me now, but deep down, we both know you do the same thing.
Really? You said it yourself. We might look alike, but we're different. Like oil and water, if you ask me, and they don't mix well.
Maybe, but we're in this together.
Maybe. But you won't last long without me, just as I couldn't make it without you. In a situation like this, hiding in a trench is just plain stupid.
I'll tell you what's stupid. Listening to someone who created you, 'cause he needs a fucking tool. Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
Modules deteriorate over time, which makes them prone to failures. To repair the communication room, you'll need a repair kit. And craft one in the workshop. Repair kit. Alright, well, that took an hour to make. It'll take almost 3 hours to repair it. Okay. Oh, here. Now we know who's calling us.
Hello?
Mr. Dalsky?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, I guess.
I think so. I was almost done for it, but then I got these crazy instructions to duplicate and edit myself. Was that you?
Yeah. It's called branching. The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
Yes, thanks.
Yeah. I created my altar. Thanks for the help, I think. Is this even legal?
You found Rapidium, Mr. Dalsky. We needed to act.
So you're getting me out of here?
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it. Safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you. Second thing, do you think I could see this altar of yours?
Not a good idea.
That's not a good idea. He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There should be a way to gain his trust. Show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just words. Maybe you should share something.
What? Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to
Just a
say,
thought.
sharing is caring.
Yay. Let me think. What can I share with him? My playlist?
Yeah, true. Wait, suppose it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
Well, memories.
Of course. Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
Yeah, mind records. See? You were so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out, see what happens.
Shit, I, gotta go now. Urgent call. I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
Which also explains why every response that I did was wrong for him, because he is, based on reading his memories, he's fiercely independent. And so my saying that I need his help just pissed him off because, you know, he's fiercely independent. He figures everybody should be able to fight for themselves. And this dude here is super passive because he never stood up to his abusive father and all that fun craziness. So, okay, I kind of see where they're going. I'm gonna stop here because I kind of want to move on to another thing. But this was interesting. Definitely something on my radar. Like I said, it seems to be leaning into the story a bit more, but then again, I would imagine someone who's playing this also probably enjoyed like This War Is Mine and stuff like that. This kind of has that same feel to it almost. That said, I like what they're doing so far. With the, obvious, feedback of, some things don't have to be so complicated. You can just kind of, you don't have to make something complicated for the sake of making it complicated. You can just kind of hand wave stuff around and just say, like, you don't have to go through some crazy steps to do things. So I like what I'm seeing so far, and we'll just see where it goes from there, I guess. So, all right, well, that's been the Altars, my friends. It's a demo right now on Steam Next Fest, so if you, which I think the Steam Next Fest ends tomorrow, I believe. So you have a chance to go on Steam and download it for yourself and see what you think. So look at that. And that is interesting. I want to take a look at, this is going to be probably all building games tonight, pretty much. Because that's the only ones I have left here. I haven't looked at. What Ian is. And this one's not a demo, I don't. This is actually out in early access. Yeah, this one's available in early access. So this is not really a demo, per se. Let's see what it's all about. Yeah. Oh, and it's got its own launcher. Huh? Open drivers. Let me switch the game here. Let's see if they have a category for this. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it. All right, we'll swap over to that and see what that's all about. Okay. Yeah, here, solo multiplayer settings. Worlds, reset solo, create new world, play creative, play adventure. The survival is coming soon, huh? So I guess we'll do, well, the tutorial is creative mode. Do adventure. I mean, I guess I probably should do tutorials, but let's just kind of pop in and see. I mean, I've done enough building games that there should be some kind of analog along the way, right? So just see how much I can sort of muddle through on my own without a tutorial. I mean, it's not like it seems like most of the tutorials are the very first thing is, you know, WASD to move and all that stuff, which, you know, after a while you kind of get the hang of it. Oh, okay. Not me. Settings. Oh, mode adventure. Pick up rocks and process them in your inventory. Structure tool. View 90 bit. Game quality. High quality only for RTX 4090. Okay. All right, good. Car style. Audio master volume is percent. Or I get what? Yeah, this is very early here. Sure. Oh, we're still rendering at 200 FPS. That's good. Uh, Problem is, can't go like full screen, I guess. We're very, very shiny. Yeah, super shiny. All right, so then how do I? So I got stuff in my backpack. Things just the screen like is really annoying. Feels like everything's off the screen. The crafting is over here. Search components. What am I supposed to do here? Trust them in your inventory. Craft a rock rake tool to pick up rock fast. Rock rake tool? Iron and screws. So I have to process them. Under tools. So item processing. So electrolysis. There you go. Hydrogen, oxygen. So water, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay, copper, iron. So then this tool. 100 iron? And 10 screws? What the hell's through it? Oh, so 7 iron for screws. Okay. So then we need 10 screws. Crap. Iron. What do I need for iron? Just that's pick up, huh? Okay. This is really, really early so far. It's fine. Everybody's got to start somewhere. I don't think this would be. Well, I guess we'll. I think the one issue right now is this early access, but it's kind of not cheap for an early access game that's this early. So I mean, things are certainly working, which is fine. But like anyone navigating this, its current form is going to be, after spending that kind of money, it's going to be kind of up. Yeah, I mean, everything starts somewhere, obviously, but still. All right, so yeah, 100 iron there. That's just, that blows me away. There. So much. I mean, granted, these rocks are crushing down for a lot of iron and stuff. Still, it looks like they're trying to be very, trying to be somewhat scientific about it. Like, you got integrate RTG and stuff, but still, it's still, I feel like something like this needs at least a baseline level of polish before you start releasing it. Or if you're going to release it with this in this state, which is also fine. I mean, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but you better be giving people a good discount. I feel like this might be a little too much money for what is essentially still in the tech demo phase. At least I hope it's still in the tech demo phase, because I would not. There's not a whole lot of quality of life right now when it comes to like menus and stuff. Okay. Now we have over 100 iron ore. So that's good. Oh, I have all this. Okay. So I should be able to take this tool now. Then, build a mining rig. Build vehicles. Go to the moon. Figure it out yourself. Okay. So how do I? That's in my backpack. So how do I equip? Now, or do I already have it equipped? One. What's the? Maybe there's. Let's see what the category key is. One. Third person is K. Jetpack with J. factory toggle is that. Tool primary, tools secondary. Left and right. Tool configure it. C. So work. Working. Okay. How do I tell it to use? Tool. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So do I just drag it down there? Oh, okay. Help tooltips. Rock rake tools for picking rocks quicker than by hand. Pick up rocks, aim at them while holding mouse left. To note composition of a rock, aim at it while holding mouse right. Yeah, okay, gives 9 rock. One. Okay, well, that's a thing. 17. Sure. If I want to find rocks with a particular concentration in them, I right click and get them. All right, so then what's the next? Oof. A for external view, L toggle headlamp, J for jetpack, R to sit in the seat. Craft rock rake tool, craft the constructor tool, and build a platform. Okay. So constructor tool is a drill. I need 10 screws, so I need a little bit more iron then. Right? Combine them. Okay, so screws. How many do I need? 10 more screws. Build a platform and then build a mining. And build vehicle. Okay. All right. Create a new build. Hold mouse left for 1 second, then release. New build will be created with a single 3x3x3 metallic frame. Add a frame to the build. Aim at existing frame face, then quick press mouse left. Remove a frame from the build. Remove individual beams. Aim at existing frame while holding shift and mouse right. Add back individual beams. Aim at existing frame. Really shift and mouse left. Hold C to configure your tool and move your mouse. Like okay. Okay. So I don't know. Oh, I need to make here. Steel block. Concrete block. Aluminum block. Water and oxygen for the concrete block. What is that? Real round anchor container battery toggle. So I guess start with the mining drill. $100 screws. 2 motors. Disc. And you got to make all of these individually. Can I like in a recipe or something? Yeah. See, here's and this is what I get, that it's very early for this game, like super early, but one of the things you really need to consider when you're doing a building game like this is if you're going to have these essentially basic machines, right? And by basic, I mean they're the tier 1 stuff in your game, and it's going to require all of these like individual components, you know, like disc, motor, connector, all that stuff. It'd be really good if you could just gather the resources needed to make those individual components, and by clicking the parent component, it would just automatically make all the individual components that go into it. Or just get rid of the individual components entirely, because they're just kind of a unnecessary progression thing. I mean, I get that you want to be a little bit more realistic, but honestly, there's no reason to drag out something that is not fundamentally fun or interesting, right? Like, it's one thing if you're going to have a factory setup. If you know, like if we look at like Satisfactory or something, where you make these basic resources like screws and all this stuff, and you have machinery that's constantly churning those things out and getting them getting them into storage, and then you take those things, you make bigger things with them. That's different. This here is more like Empyrean Galactic Survival, where it's like, yes, you have all these individual pieces, but a long time ago they decided we're going to make it so that as long as you have the resources in your inventory, we'll automatically craft all the individual components that go into it, and then as part of crafting the larger parent component, and then it'll just it'll put those together to craft the larger parent component. You have to wait maybe slightly longer, but it's better than doing it individually usually. So yeah, my first major feedback is that you may not want to go down the path, at least for your tier 1 stuff, like your initial equipment that you want people to make. Either reduce the number of MacGuffins that have to go into it to make it, or just automatically make the intermediate parts when they kick off the actual crafting for the larger component. And if necessary, add additional time in there to it. If you feel like you need to punish the players a little bit more, by all means. And then the other thing is 100 screws, really? Like, just getting 10 screws is a whole bunch of iron and stuff. And now you want me to go through and you want me to click that button 100 times to make screws for this thing? Like, let's be reasonable here. You don't, like, yes, sure, something like this might actually in real life take 100 screws, but we're playing this to escape real life a little bit. So you can still be accurate and be reasonable at the same time, right? You don't have to. You can just assume that if I've made 10 screws, I would have made 100 screws, rather than forcing someone to make 100 screws and then you're spending your whole life just making these intermediate parts. Getting the ores needed to make these intermediate parts to eventually someday make the bigger part, which is a tier 1 part theoretically. Just to get the game bootstrapped and get the world moving, and you're already pulling your hair out because it's the most mind-numbingly boring thing to do, right? Like, I like going around and collecting resources and stuff. I do not like, essentially, it's not even inventory Tetris. It's more like a dental exam, right? Like, every time you want to make just a simple tool that you're going to need to progress in the game, it becomes like a ginormous production, and it's kind of and maybe it gets better if you have automation and stuff, but if that's the case, if it gets 100 times better when you have automation, then make a tier 2 thing that participates in automation. Do what these other games like Satisfactory do. Give you something relatively cheap that is very manual, right? And then once you've gathered up the resources you need to make the bigger thing, thing that's more integrated with all the other parts, not only will you appreciate it better because you've done a few things by hand, but you won't be stuck in first gear just constantly running against the tedium, right? You don't want the tedium to set in your game like in the first 10 minutes. And unfortunately, I feel like that's kind of what happens here with this game so far. Is it's kind of like the tedium has kind of already hit me, and I haven't even built anything yet. Anything really of any kind of significant. I can already see like I'm just going to be watching my hair turn gray or watching paint dry at this point, because that's not really the fun part of, like, mining is certainly fun, gathering resources is certainly fun, and exploring is certainly fun, but doing all the intermediate tasks before you get to the big thing that you wanted in the first place, not so much fun. Not so much, in my opinion. So, all right, well, that was, yeah, can I not leave the Oh, I had to hold down escape, I believe. Weird. To play the tutorial. So the tutorial's creative mode though, which really isn't going to give you an idea of what you do. Like infinite resources, just build anything you want versus gathering resource. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's early, so I can't really fault them too much for what they're doing. I don't really know where they're going with it. I mean, it feels kind of like a maybe a Space Engineers kind of thing, possibly Furion kind of thing, maybe. But there's nothing really to explore. So I guess it's more closer to Space Engineers in that regard. There's nothing really. There's no points of interest or anything that I know of to explore. So you're not really encouraged to explore unless you find resources. And building is a bit tedious. The crafting is a bit tedious. So I don't know. It's it's definitely going to need to cook some more. Um, I just don't know. And you know, there's no story in there yet either. Yeah, I don't know. $20 for that in early access. That's asking a bit much. This really, honestly, let's be completely honest with each other and be like, this is a tech demo, and that's fine. It's a tech demo. Don't charge, you know, beta levels of money for it, right? Like there definitely are early access games that are $20 that end up spending another year or two in or more in development. This is the other thing. So it's got this in-game programming too, which I'd like to get to, but it's you know, it's like we're so far away from that. There'd be so much time just kind of doing mundane, like dry tasks to get there that it's just kind of, I mean, yeah, we could do the creative mode, I guess. And we get there probably a lot faster, but um, I mean, it's certainly interesting. Um, and it's interesting that you have like a multiplayer thing, so it might go maybe slightly faster with multiplayer because you got multiple people doing it. But again, like the basic crafting and stuff is just uh not really fun. You know, and you see all these videos about like, oh, you can do basic flight and you can do all this other stuff. And I mean, obviously they were done in creative mode because I don't think anybody in their right mind right now would do that in adventure mode, given how grindy that would be. Um, got orbital mechanics too, which is kind of nice. So I like the idea. I like the idea of it, the and all that stuff, and I like where they're starting. But the $20 is too much for what's here right now. This does not even qualify. I mean, this is a tech demo right now. This is not really uh not really like something that would be closer to what you would want for um an early access, you know, like closer to a beta or like at least far enough along in the alpha that you can really sink your teeth in and see where they're going with it. Right now, it's just kind of it's rough. It's very very rough. Anyway, that was Arcane. And that actually gets us to 11:30. Those were the only two that I had that I kind of wanted to look at that I still hadn't looked at yet. Um, there's other things that I would like to take a look at. So this Star Trek Legends, I have a feeling is the mobile game. Um, so I have a feeling it's gonna suck a whole lot. But the Star Trek game, so of course I had to buy it. Now I am future Cozy Apocalypse Survival. I've played a bunch. I played a little bit of this before because they had a demo in a Steam Next Fest a while ago. And this was actually a really cool, fun, um, you know, survival, crafting, building game as well. That's kind of cool. I also just purchased Core Keeper because I haven't played that at all yet. So eventually get around to that. But I think I like what Vampire Dynasty was doing too. I was going to play maybe a little bit more of the building there, just because that's about all that they have in there right now. But it was really cool digging into that. And even like there's more to do with Astromedica too. Like I've barely scratched the surface of the demo on this one. Still more it looked like that I could go to. I built my first habitat and all that stuff, and there's still some achievements that you can get. But I think I'm gonna stop there for tonight right now, my friends. I think. By and large, I've liked all the demos I've taken a look at. There's a whole lot of demos I never even got around to, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. There's only so many hours in a night, only so many hours in a day that I can do things. But this was fun. This was good. So this week, my friends, is going to be we're going to be back to a more normal schedule. So tomorrow night, some more coding for Magenta Breeze, and hopefully I can get past some of the brain fog that has been plaguing me. I think maybe I can because it's one of the big projects that I've been working on for the day job. I finally sort of wrapped up, mostly have it wrapped up today. So I think that might clear up my brain a little bit and I can kind of delve in and think about stuff again. I can kind of clear out some of the fog, because a lot of that fog is just me and task switching and trying to, like, I still have things for work stuck in my head and I'm trying to clear those out enough to do this other thing and stuff like that. So maybe hopefully tomorrow night will be a little bit more successful in terms of making some progress with Magenta Breeze, because it feels like we're getting to a point where I can actually start to see it front to back, like, do something. It's not anywhere near the MVP yet, but it's the foundation and the framework is definitely in place, I'd say. So, or it is getting to the point where it's being in place. So that'll be good. And yeah, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll be back. Or I'm sorry, Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be back to playing Horizon Forbidden West. I've done a bit off camera, just kind of side stuff, so we can progress with that. We'll progress with the story, I think, on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll do side stuff. And then Thursday we'll be back with Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't gone and done much in Ghost of Tsushima since we were last here, because a lot of the stuff that's still there, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can do that's not really tied to anything, but we're still early enough in that there's a lot of, like, side story stuff that I'd like to take care of, because one of the most important things in that game is getting powered up, and all those things, all those little side things together give you a whole bunch of power in order to then take on the story. It doesn't make the story encounters really that easier, but it makes them more A, fun, and B, possible. I mean, they're not easy, but they're not impossible either. So that's why I kind of like to do some of that. I like to do a lot of that when we start out. Especially since I definitely want to like 99% that game as well. So we got 2 games that we're trying to 99%. You know, Horizon Forbidden West and Ghost of Tsushima. Now I've 100% Ghost of Tsushima already before for the DLC stuff. Most of the DLC stuff in there was looks like sort of multiplayer stuff. So I'm not necessarily going to be able to do any of the DLCs or co-op stuff. So definitely, I don't think I'm going to be able to 100% because I won't be able to do that stuff, the co-op stuff. But the rest of the story I can probably do again. So that'll be good, and then that'll be Thursday, and then Friday night will be, and Saturday afternoon will be more coding stuff for Magenta Breeze, and maybe we'll get that to a point where I can start to really figure out like once I get the Twitch stuff like at least working, like get like a alert working on it, and get the whole account stuff kind of together and working, and being able to add and remove accounts and things. Then I need to, before I do anything else, I need to tackle how it's going to be installed and packaged up. Basically lay out the full soup to nuts, framework, and get the launcher going, make sure everything launches in Jetty and everything else, which probably will be okay in Jetty. And then we can see the whole thing. I can see the whole thing as a package. And what that also allows me to do is to then take that, install it on my actual streaming box as a test, which is a Windows machine versus the Linux stuff. Get all the scripting together for that, get all the all installer stuff together, and see it actually work, actually use it on my streams for a little bit, and just kind of keep tires and see how long it lasts. Does it stay up? Does it crash often? Does it need to be bounced often? That kind of thing. How much memory does it take up? Does it take up too much? Can I reduce that footprint? All those things. Basically, dog food. Use the product that I'm making, which is one of my goals of that, is that just like I want to make something that I would use all the time. And my hope is that if it's something that I would use all the time, it would be something that other people would use all the time too. So anyway, we're going to get out of here because the bots are already showing up and being a pain in my ass as they usually do. So let's squash this bot here as we do. Damn scammer bots. Bots. Selling viewers. Hit report. Block this user. Ban them. Boom. Take care of. Okay. Let's see. Oops, I'm ending a little bit early. Let's see if anybody else is online right now. I don't know. Sundays are usually pretty empty in terms of people playing. Yeah, no, there's nobody. There's nobody on right now. That's fine. That is fine. I'll let you guys disperse as you do. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.